Hello everyone. Welcome to BetSmart Soccer, your go-to channel for the best sports betting tips. Today we have an unmissable match between Larn and Rigas FS. Stay with me until the end to discover exclusive insights that will supercharge your bets. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any tips. Will Larn's defense withstand Rigas FS's pressure? And will Rigas FS's attack finally break through? What if I told you we have a secret tip that could help you win big? Don't go anywhere. Let's dive into the stats, starting with Larn. In the last 10 matches, the team has won 50%, drawn 20%, and lost 30% with a 57% point average. They have scored plenty of goals, averaging 2.4 goals per game, but their defense has been inconsistent, conceding at least one goal in 80% of the games. Now for Rigas FS. With 90% wins, 10% draws, and no losses in the last 10 games, the team is in excellent form. They average 3.6 goals per game and have a solid defense. Interestingly, 90% of Rigas FS's last games had more than 1.5 goals. Let's highlight the strengths and weaknesses. Larn has a strong attack, scoring an average of 2.4 goals per game. However, the team doesn't have other significant strengths in the last 10 matches. On the other hand, Rigas FS is in great form, with a strong attack that scored 3.6 goals per game and a consistent offense scoring 2 or more goals in 9 of the last 10 games. They also dominate possession with an average of 62% and have a solid defense that concedes few goals. The similar defensive weaknesses of both teams could indicate a high-scoring game. And now, the betting tips you've been waiting for. For those who like to bet on goals, the tip is both teams to score, considering that both defenses can be vulnerable and there's a tendency for high-scoring games. If you prefer a more conservative bet, over 2.5 goals in the game could be a good option, given Rigas FS's tendency for high-scoring games. And the special tip, keep an eye on the minutes between 46 and 60, where Rigas FS has shown a higher propensity to score. This could be an excellent opportunity for a goal bet during this period. The second game I will analyze is an MLS match, a must-see duel between Atlanta United and New York City. Let's dive into the stats, starting with Atlanta United. In the last 10 matches, the team has won 30%, drawn 20%, and lost 50%. The team averages 1.8 goals conceded per game, a good average of 14.5 shots on goal per game, and consistent passing with 83% accuracy. Now, for New York City. With 50% wins and 10% draws in the last 10 games, the team is in reasonable form. The defense has conceded an average of 11.1 shots per game, but the team excels in accurate passing with 84% and strong individual performances, especially the goalkeepers with an average rating of 7.45. Let's highlight the strengths and weaknesses. Atlanta United has a good average of shots on goal, consistent passing, and strong individual performances by the goalkeepers. However, the weak defense, conceding an average of 1.8 goals per game, and the high number of shots conceded are major disadvantages. On New York City's side, the team has a high average of shots on goal and strong individual performances. However, the defense is also a concern, with an average of 11.1 shots conceded per game. The similar defensive weaknesses of both teams could indicate a high-scoring game. And now, the betting tips you've been waiting for. For those who like to bet on goals, the tip is both teams to score, considering that both defenses are vulnerable and there's a tendency for high-scoring games. If you prefer a more conservative bet, over 2.5 goals in the game could be a good option, given New York City's tendency for high-scoring games. And the special tip, keep an eye on the minutes between 76 and 90, where Atlanta United has shown a higher propensity to score. This could be an excellent opportunity for a goal bet during this period. The third and final game I will analyze is an MLS match, a must-see duel between Cincinnati and Chicago Fire. These were the only valuable games I found for today. Let's dive into the stats, starting with Cincinnati. In the last 10 matches, the team has won 70%, drawn 0%, and lost 30%. The team has consistent passing with 83% accuracy, a low injury average of 0.8 per game, and creates many scoring opportunities with an average of 11.6 attempts per game. Now for Chicago Fire. With 30% wins, 30% draws, and 40% losses in the last 10 games, the defense has conceded an average of 1.7 goals per game and allowed many shots, with an average of 13.5 corners in favor and 11 shots conceded per game. However, the team has a high passing accuracy of 82% and a low injury average of 0.6 per game. Let's highlight the strengths and weaknesses. Cincinnati has a strong attack, averaging 2.7 goals per game, a tendency for games with more than 2.5 goals, and good passing accuracy. However, the defense is weak, conceding an average of 1.9 goals per game and many shots. On Chicago Fire's side, the team creates many scoring opportunities and maintains good passing accuracy. However, they also have a weak defense, conceding an average of 1.7 goals per game and many shots. The similar defensive weaknesses of both teams could indicate a high-scoring game. And now, the betting tips you've been waiting for. For those who like to bet on goals, the tip is both teams to score, considering that both defenses are vulnerable and there's a tendency for high-scoring games. If you prefer a more conservative bet, over 2.5 goals in the game could be a good option, given both teams' tendency for high-scoring games. And the special tip, keep an eye on the minutes between 16 and 30, where Cincinnati has shown a higher propensity to concede goals. This could be an excellent opportunity for a goal bet during this period. These were the analyses and tips for today. Don't forget to leave your bet in the comments for this game and subscribe to the channel for more analyses like this. Good luck with your bets and see you next time.